Welcome back to Dishonored 2. We have managed to get out of the Tower of Dunwall, and we are now at the entrance. Now I should warn you that this specific start area here is pretty difficult because of the guard who keeps going up and down there, and there is also one going up and down there, and we need to take this one
Empress
out.
Emily Kaldwin has been accused of high crimes against the state. Anyone caught harboring her is equally guilty of treason.
As such, this might require
Not today.
some reloads.
Something feels wrong. Something's gotta give. He says keep alert, and I says I am alert. I've been alert. And he says, yeah, but this time I really mean it. I'm always alert. Always.
Think that'll work.
I'm gonna say it twice.
So the other guy, I believe he walked off a bit. Be stopping there. He's on his way down, so we need to wait.
Don't even know that.
Couldn't agree more.
I can just go. Where are you hiding?
Okay, so I'm not sure what made he see us there. It could be the guard that I dumped behind me here.
Damn it. I need to pee.
There is a way for us to eliminate that prospect of happening though, by taking him inside and dumping him here instead. However, there are guards in here as well. That's not a big problem though. Dump him there too. Health elixir. Okay, so there's a safe here. The code behind the painting. I guess that's 451. Yep. Silver ingots, pistol. Close it. Okay, so Dr. Galvani, that's the guy we were in his laboratory in Dishonored 1. I don't remember the name of the street, but where we went for Slackjaw, and where Granny wanted us to go as well, to poison Slackjaw's gang. This is his journal. 2nd day, month of Earth, 1852. I've lived in Dunwall most of my life, surviving even the dreaded rat plague 15 years ago. I remember people fighting and killing each other for a half-empty elixir flask. I dealt with housebreakers repeatedly back then, and ultimately decided to sell my house at Clavering in favor of a more secure location. Yeah, Clavering Boulevard was the name of the street. Surely I won't be disturbed anymore living so close to Dunwall Tower itself. On some days I've even seen the Empress riding by in a carriage. Once already I thought I spied the Royal Protector on a nearby rooftop, watching a street altercation below. So I feel safer now. I have less space here, but should still be able to conduct my experiments without fearing the loss of any expensive lab equipment or the funding my work so dearly depends upon. Yeah, that worked out well for you. At least you can live not knowing that the person who robbed you was the Empress herself. Oof. Fish slice. Carry. Why would I want to carry around a fish slice? It's an interesting sculpture to have on display. I'm not sure I would want to have a dead fish in a display case like that. Okay, so he's going down. And he's standing down there.
Something's gotta give.
This is all a matter of timing, and the timing is very annoying on this one. So he sees me. And he turned around, and the other guard is up there. Okay. Hopefully we won't alert the other guard. Yeah. Poof, indeed. Dump him in here as well. Now there's the matter of that other guard, whom I believe will take him out when he's on his way up the stairs. I like this mumbling. Save and sneak out here. And now he's on his way up. Let's carry him. I don't remember if there's a guard in there. Let's dump this guy here. And go back in here because there was a note here. Stay ready. I want you in place just after the Duke and our new Empress make their appearance. Things will happen fast. Do your part and there's a share of the spoils for you and the others. Turn on me now and I'll ask the Duke to send his assassin after your dear old parents. Trust me, the so-called Crown Killer is the last dinner guest you want in your home. Mortimer Ramsay. That's interesting. It indicates that Ramsay knows who the Crown Killer is, and it also indicates that the Crown Killer works for the Duke. Okay, so is there a guard in here? Yes, there is. I think he saw us, though. There we go. Metal crate. Put you in there then. Nah, we don't need those. Coin. Copper wire. Captain Ramsey's orders. All City Watch personnel assigned to post in the immediate vicinity around Dunwall Tower. On the anniversary tomorrow, we'll be receiving guests from across the Empire. Most are detailed in your itineraries, but there is an unlisted contingent from Karnaca. It is last minute, but important. None other than the Duke of Sorkonos will be traveling with an entourage that includes VIP guests and some rather exotic equipment aimed at impressing our Empress. Let them pass and don't bother harassing them with the usual inspection nonsense on my orders. And if you spoil the surprise, I'll have your head. Disseminate this note to all squads. Captain Mortimer Ramsey, First Officer, Night Watch. Well, Ramsey will end his days inside that safe room, not being able to get out of it. There's a guard down there. I don't know if he moves around. If he doesn't, that will suit me just fine. Since there's a guard up there as well that does move around, and we need to be a bit wary of him. Okay.
Attention, Dunwall citizens.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. As of today, Delilah Kaldwin is our new Empress. All hail Delilah, first of her name. Further, the former Empress Emily Kaldwin is now wanted for treason. Any of you found harboring Emily Kaldwin will be fined and arrested. People of Dunwall, stay in your homes. We're advised to stay indoors during this time of unrest.
Anything else of interest here? Oh, a guard. There we go. This is a nice reclining chair. Umberwood fish statue. Sure. Few coins. Even looks like he's awake, but oh well.
Kiela, sorry you missed us. I'll be taking the children away from Dunwall earlier than expected. A few weeks before the upcoming anniversary of Empress Jessamine's death. Things are about to get bad, and I'm not just talking about the Crown Killer. Besides, there's profit to be made bringing new silver miners down south, so arrangements must be made. Ta for now.
Indeed. Lucky sphalerite. I don't think there's anything else of interest here. We can't carry any more ammo. Need a peach, just because it's a peach. I love peaches. Okay. I don't think there is anything of interest over here. The only place I did forget to check was that guardhouse up here. Pistol and bullets and an empty bottle. I don't think it is possible to get up on top of the guard building. Oh, it is. Interesting. Actually, never managed to do that before. Not that there's anything of interest up here, but... Oh, and in case you're wondering, you probably see it. The little lightning zaps. You don't want to walk on that. You'll die rather horribly if you do. It's a quick death though. But, you know, reloading and all that crap, usually inconvenient. Okay, so that guard is now on his way over there, which is kind of exactly what I want. Indeed. Okay, mister. Don't walk so fast. Come back here. Stop. There we go. That building looks like it's seen its better days. Dump him in here. Interesting location for a safe. S and J health elixir. That probably means Sokolov and Joplin. So... that guard? We could take him out, but there's another guard right behind there. And... you also have the guy who's wandering back and forth. So those guards, we'll probably just leave them. I'm gonna go down here again. And down into this. I'm not sure what this is. Like what the term for this is.
Listen up. For the sake of your family, turn over all information concerning Emily Kaldwin and Corvo
Sneaking
Atano,
here.
wanted for murder
Someone
and treason.
is looking at us, but as we moved into the alley, they chose not to continue to look. Here's a civilian.
Just minding my own business, trying to get by.
Sounds fine with me.
Something's happened, they say. Not safe, they say. Well, I got news for them. It ain't never safe for the likes of me.
Dunwall anticipates sad anniversary. Preparations are well underway for the upcoming anniversary of the assassination of Empress Emily Kaldwin, taken from us far too soon by deadly conspirators. The yearly remembrance will include a private ceremony to be held within Dunwall Tower, which will host distinguished guests from all corners of the Empire. Young Empress Emily is expected to recall fond memories of her mother and to address the people of Dunwall directly via street speaker. Business owners throughout Dunwall say they are ready for the influx of visitors expected on this day of mourning, who will need food, lodging, and all manner of items and services during their stay.
Oh, now that's a relief. Don't know what I ate to deserve that.
Okay, so we need to open the door. And that will trigger that happening. Good. We don't want him to be able to move upstairs. So we'll just go in behind him and put him asleep. I don't remember if there are guards down here. I don't think there are. Let's put him here on the bench. Save. Another Umberwood whale statue. Some food. But I don't see anything else of interest here. Cabinets empty. Typewriter. No, doesn't seem to be anything of interest here either. So let's have a look inside these lockers. That's about it. Then let's go upstairs. This is the newspaper building, I think.
Special edition. Empress Emily Kaldwin, rightful heir to the throne, has taken power in Dunwall. The usurper, Emily Etano, and the murderous royal protector have been arrested.
Get out of here.
You have until tomorrow to print it.
I never should have listened to your rubbish.
Don't make a pig's ear of this, printer. I'm the one who gave you the scoop on the crown killer.
Half of which couldn't be verified. I must have been rat-assed out of my mind to use that name. There's no proof.
That's Emily Kaldwin!
I don't want to die!
Ugh.
Empress Emily Kaldwin, rightful heir to the throne, has taken power in Dunwall. The usurper, Emily Etano, and the murderous royal protector have been arrested.
Get out of here.
You have until tomorrow to print it.
I never should have listened to your rubbish.
Don't make a pig's ear of this, printer. I'm the one who gave you the scoop on the crown killer.
Half of which couldn't be verified. I must have been rat-assed out of my mind to use that name. There's no proof that the murderer has any connection to the crown.
Well, it made a good story. Served a purpose.
Whatever's going on, this coup, it won't last. The people of Bristol are loyal to the Empress, and I'm gonna publish an essay every day for a month to make sure they remember it.
The people of Bristol have a new Empress, and in the morning, they'll have to find a new printer, too.
Only adults would threaten the man who runs a newspaper.
Time to put you out of business, printer.
There we go.
Come closer so we can talk. That man, part of the Duke's coup, I'm sure of it now. And I saw him talking to Captain Ramsey of the City Watch.
You weren't the only one fooled. But I never ordered those killings.
I know that. It was irresponsible of me to print the name Crown Killer. I allowed myself to be coerced. Forgive me.
You're forgiven. I'm not sure what happens next, but protect yourself. And when the time is right, tell people the truth.
You can count on it. I won't ask you what your plans are, but for the sake of Dunwall and for the Empire itself, I hope you succeed.
There we go. Journalist has been saved. We'll dump this guard in here. I don't remember if there's anything to loot here, but it seems rather non-interesting. There's a note from the chief editor. Kent, don't take it personally, but I'm not publishing your story about mechanical soldiers down in Karnaca. I'm not questioning your sources or your writing, but some moonstruck natural philosopher making marionettes in his basement isn't really news. I've done some research on this Kirin Jindosh you mention. He was driven out of the Academy of Natural Philosophy years ago, so he's hardly a credible threat. Until one of his inventions actually kills someone, he's not worthy of our ink. You should focus on the Crown Killer case instead. If the Imperial family is really ordering those murders, I want us to be the ones who expose it. Simon. Woes plague-beleaguered Dunwall. Dunwall's troubles have multiplied of late, calling into question the very efficacy and intentions of our Empress. As evidence that Emily Kaldwin has forsaken us, we need look no further than Rudshaw Financial, more commonly called the Flooded District. Though recently drained, we dare not celebrate, as the area itself is still riddled with maintenance problems remaining from its time underwater. With so many unable to find work, would this not be the perfect moment to unveil a grand scheme to restore this once posh area? Alas, no further considerations have been proposed, nor has the Empress submitted solutions for the current whale oil shortage, even as we endure rationing and discomfort. The picture of incompetent leadership is completed when you add to all this the periodic accidental citizen deaths at the hands of the Dunwall City Watch, all while Captain Mortimer Ramsay, appointed by our Empress, maintains the perfect innocence of those men and women in uniform who are supposed to protect us. This one is on the Crown Killer. No, it doesn't really appear to be much of interest here. The map of Dunwall. It's a rather large city. We are here in the Dunwall.
I'd like to see her buy the drinks just one
out here.
time. Is that too much to ask?
Out there is the King Sparrow Island, 4 miles out this way. There's the Flooded District. The bridge, Kaldwin's Bridge. Draper's Ward. We were there in the DLC. And here's the Golden Cat and the Office of the High Overseer. The Distillery District, so I'm guessing this area is where we docked up and went up here and through here to get into these areas. Slaughterhouse Row. I don't remember if we were there, to be honest. There's the old Hound Pits pub. I'm amused that they've chosen to mark this on that pig map. Kind of speaks volumes about who this map is has been made for. Definitely for the player. The Boyle Mansion is there with a clock tower behind it. Oh well, enough of that. Let's go outside. So that guard behind there, he never moves. Nor does that guy. We can't take out that guard because that guard will see it, and we can't take out that guard because that guard will see it. This guy just roams back and forth, and that guy stands still most of the time, I believe. Don't think we can get up there. Nor do I see why we would. Okay, so we need to move back down again. Can probably run.
miss the time when I could go to sleep without wondering if I'd wake up.
At the guard over there, we need to be very expedient so he doesn't see us. Then we have to go down here.
I've got to get away. I should talk to the captain of that ship.
I'm pretty sure we can't take out that guard without the other guy noticing us.
Traitorous dog.
Apparently we could. That's a surprise to me. But never mind, we're gonna go in here.
So it's a coup. The Kaldwins have finally fallen. Never thought I'd see the day.
It seems so. And even the legendary Corvo...
Shh, we shouldn't be talking about this.
Until later, then.
Oh, that's a shame. I actually meant us to hear that conversation, but he saw me. Okay, so there's a guard over here. Another health elixir. Safe seems to be empty. I think there's a guard up here as well. Maybe not. Yeah, it would appear there is no guard here. Maybe that I'm just not used to taking out the guard that I took out as quickly as I did, and he walks up here, and that's why I'm used to there being a guard here. Is that apartment window up there open? I doubt it is. Well, it isn't open, but we can open it. Some coins. Padilla Pear Soda. More coins. Okay, so this is the dock area. The boat that we have to go to. But we do have other concerns that we need to attend to before we go down there. Also, there is another useful thing in Dishonored 2. You can go into the menu and click Stats, and you can see whether you have been spotted by anyone. So you don't have to play through the entire level before you know whether or not you have been able to complete it as a ghost. It also has the entire playthrough, but it also has the global. So I've played the game a little bit. Died a few times, collected a few coins, been spotted multiple times, killed a few, but far more non-lethal takedowns than actual assassinations. Then again, total kills 970 versus 1007 non-lethal takedowns, so yep. Okay, let's go back down. What we want to do is get in here. Should be a guard here. Going to ignore any loot for now. There are 2 guards down there. So we have to jump down, but to wait until he goes back. Now he moves over there. Sigh. I could distract them by throwing something, but that'll just make everything really bad. Okay, so it goes to that display. Then he moves back there, so let's jump down. I think they'd hear that, but nope. Just leave him on the floor. Then how did I do this again? Oh. So this is the work of the Crown Killer.
Delilah and the Duke didn't hire the most refined assassin.
No, but even though it might not be refined, it certainly was effective. And out here, there should be a guard down there, and then you have the street. Yeah, the newspaper building, the Dunwall Courier. I think we're alone in the building now. Let's move this guy. Dump him here. Same with you. Dump you beside him. The happy couple. Smash some display cases. Lots of coins. Better physics than in Dishonored 1. Ichabod Boyle case. Witness statement. Witness name Peter Atkins. Occupation matchbox maker. That sounds like a very boring job. Hey, someone has to do that as well. On the 16th day, month of Earth, just before midnight, I was on my way home after a couple of ales at the pub. Stopping to pee next to the Boyle Company offices, I heard moaning and furniture creaking, so I thought maybe some people were having fun and I could have a peek. But when I got close to the windows, that's when Mr. Boyle started screaming like a slaughtered pig. He was all tied up. There was someone wearing a hooded cloak, and I swear I think it was eating up Mr. Boyle's guts. That has to be the Crown Killer, I told myself, and so I ran as fast as I could to the nearest watch post to get help. And your soldiers could have made it to Boyle in time if they hadn't taken half an hour to find me for throwing up. Anyone would have done the same after what I had been through. You guys should have some respect. Well, Emily, you might have been a good Empress, but you definitely didn't keep tabs on your guards. Now this room is interesting. This safe, coins in here. Close that one. Few coins in here. Close it again. It's a bit of a nightmare to loot this place. There are safes everywhere. This one seems to lack a door. Tivian ore. Light pouch. Open this one. Thing in there. All the squeaking noises. Okay, so I seem to recall that you can climb up on the door. But I don't know if there's anything up here. There's a duffel bag or something, but okay. Coins on the table. But nothing interesting to read. And you have another area with safes. Don't think there's anything in them. Nope. This should push us down. Nothing in there either. Nothing in there. Why would you need this many safes in your office? I mean, geez, seriously. Few coins here. Bone charms. This one we have read. Cash register. That one is empty. This one is not empty. Neither is this. Okay, so we got those. Can go back upstairs. Coins and a letter to Laura. Laura, don't tell me my business. My family's been at this game for a long time and I'm not acting alone. Currently, I have several friends working on similar pamphlets aimed at further turning public opinion against Emily Kaldwin and her cursed royal protector. Lady Bramley is calling hers a bastard daughter. That ought to light them up at the court. Nathan Bettenbridge is nearly finished with prosecution for Corvo Attano. I'm giving consideration to releasing my own as Should Parliament Rule, a modest proposal. Yes, I know she's the Empress, but eventually she'll bow under the weight that we will bring down upon her. First the gentry here in Dunwall, then the Parliament, finally the other isles. By early next month, look for these works plastered on the walls here in the capital city, but if you're abroad, you'll see them in Dubovka, Alba, Karnaca, Kolkenny and Yarrow as well. I have friends all over, Laura. Don't let it slip your mind for a second. Boyle. Don't think we need to play with the typewriter. Pistol and a light pouch. Lucky Svalerite. I don't think there's anything up here. Not that we could climb up there if you wanted to. Nothing of interest. Burner. I guess this is where he was sitting when the Crown Killer came around. Nope, nothing at all. One has to wonder what this guy was doing for a profession. Oh, yeah. Well, none of these are of interest, but there are chloroform bottles in Dishonored 2. We'll get around to those eventually. They are quite useful if you want to do things in the non-lethal manner. Okay. Oops.
Watch yourself.
Wasn't exactly my plan. Let's try that one more time then. Nope.
Hey!
Yeah. I don't know why that's so difficult. There we go. This gives us a view of this area, but I don't think there's anything left out there. For now, though, I think that this is a good place to actually end the episode. And in the next episode, we should be able to finish this specific area. So, with that said, thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you all next time.